tell us a little bit about yourself, your name, your age, what you do for work, family, etc., etc. Who are you?
My name is Emmie. I am 34 years old, I think. Is that right?
I don't know.
34? Son of a bitch. 35, because I did 35 and over. Thank you, we remember now. Alright, you're gonna have to edit that part out. I bartend for work. It's very fun dealing with people all the time. And I live with a bunch of dogs.
What kind of dogs?
French potatoes. That's what we call them.
Be honest. We want honesty.
Okay. Last year I did the Oregon Open. It's the only show I've done so far, and I got figure overall and master figures overall.
Okay.
Here we go.
That's awesome. What got you started into bodybuilding?
Okay, I've been practicing this. I just read what I was supposed to say. I think it all started the first time I went through the second grade and I saw my reflection in my cereal spoon. I just had to look up the quote so I could say it. Gosh, when I was like 21, I went to some of the bodybuilder gyms back in the day and I was always interested in it, but just really never thought I could do it. But it was never anything that left my head, so I just kind of like hung on to that feeling in my head and then just started training. Shoot, probably 7 years ago. Just kind of went through some not so great experiences, never could kind of get to where I thought I needed to be, and then found the right place, and all of a sudden, whoosh.
What made those experiences bad?
So I started off with somebody that's just inexperienced in the area, and then just things that didn't work with my body. I mean, just not being, I think a lot of it was not being fed the right way, and then not being listened to, and I said I was having problems with specific things.
What show have you picked to do this year? Like, you know, what shows? How far out are you? What are your goals?
So we're looking at one in the middle of June, not 100% on that yet.
What show would that be?
Is it Tanji? How do you say her name? Tanji?
Tangy.
God, I hate when I get put names. Tanji Johnson's show in Washington, and I think it's third week of June is where we're aiming for right now. Damn it!
How far out are you? So you said it's in June. What'd you say, the third week?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And after, so say you do this show, what are your goals after that show?
For this year, for the future, like
this year, the future, you tell me.
I mean, it all kind of depends on. Oh gosh, I felt like I could go into like another quote off of my right there. It all just depends on what happens with my body, how everything just goes the rest of the year. I mean, obviously, I feel like anybody that seriously competes, it should be their goal to want a pro card.
So let's see. So, have you been prepping? Like, did prep start for you already, or?
I mean, I would say yes because I did start cardio this week, so.
Oof. So then, if that's the case, how's your diet going? What's your macros like?
Well, my macros right now are kind of like this.
Are you carb cycling?
Yeah. Yeah.
Are you enjoying your diet? Like, you don't have any cravings, do you? If you
I mean, I always want like Doritos and stuff, but that's other reasons.
Well, what food do you miss the most right now?
Doritos.
So you said you started cardio. Well, how much cardio are you doing right now?
Oh, 25 minutes fasted 5 days a week.
So, what would something on your playlist be that would shock us or intrigue us to see Emmie listening to?
Oh, I was trying to think about this specifically. I mean,
Mozart?
no, not at all. I feel like I should just like say some songs because it's funny.
What about Cantina Band from Star Wars?
That's a pretty good one, but I don't know if I could listen to that while I was
I could. When you prep for shows, what is your favorite part of prep?
I think I like the consistency of like knowing what I have to do every day and kind of feeling like nobody can bump that because if they do, that's just rude.
Least favorite thing about prep?
cardio, and I mean, sometimes when you wake up, when you get farther in and your face looks really dead, that kind of bothers me.
Yeah. What don't you like about cardio?
It's very boring. I think that's the main thing.
Yeah.
It's boring as shit. I get tired. Like, you can only watch like so many Jersey Shore episodes before it gets boring.
So what are you most excited about? Since you said you're doing Tangy, so after that, are you planning on doing a national show?
Am I supposed to say this or not? I don't know.
What?
Am I supposed to say that?
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know if I was allowed to say that.
Yeah.
Dan doesn't ever say it. I mean, I would really like to, but it just depends on where things go.
For sure. What show would you like to do? The national show.
I mean, we'd either be going to Masters or to USA's.
Right.
Looking better than last year.
Is that something you strive to do every prep? Just
Yes, of course. Yeah, you always want to improve in life. You always should be improving. You shouldn't be sitting around and drinking the same box wine every day and on your couch, and then getting up and getting the same Starbucks every day. This shouldn't be what you do every day.
So why not? Like, why do you do what you do? Why do you choose to do a sport where you must be so dedicated and so, conscious on everything you do? Why do you choose bodybuilding?
Well, I'm not really into like team stuff because then you have to rely on everybody else, and let's get real here, it's not very easy to rely on very many people in life these days.
You're right.
So that's the main piece of it. I'm trying to think of what else would be. Why do I like to bodybuild? I like the control of it. I mean, I've always done like, when I was, I guess maybe it all started when I went through, no, I'm just kidding. I did like a lot of animal stuff when I was younger in 4-H, so I had that like, that instinct of doing that stuff, but it's easier almost to do it. There's some parts where it's easier to do it to yourself, and it's not. Like, yes, it's easier to not have to go out in the barn when it's like negative whatever, so many degrees to take care of the horses. But then there's the part that I wish sometimes that somebody would come out and feed me at specific times, so I didn't have to think about that part.
Right.
That sounds fun.
Okay, so what is the funniest prep moment you've ever had?
I'm gonna have to say it was last year when we did the interview when I was like, had no carbs at all, and
that was a good one.
Just couldn't even talk. Like,
Yeah.
Dan was trying to tell me what to say, and I couldn't even repeat the sentences that he said that day.
That's awesome. I look forward to honestly hearing another funny prep moment for you.
Yeah, I'm gonna be like practicing for that though all year. I'll be ready like.
So then we're gonna do another
Every
video.
morning I'm gonna wake up and be like, say the same thing, so I'll be able to say it when that day comes up.
Anything else you want to say, like besides, why you do this, who you are, what is your purpose?
My purpose is to be the best. No, I'm just kidding. Gosh, I'm trying to think of things that are like. I'm here to have fun, okay? But I'm also here to win. It's like, it's cool to have fun, but you also have to take it seriously at the same time.